Hola my lovelies, ¿cómo estamos? You have been asking me for this video for quite a while because I know a lot of you are going to visit my city, maybe this summer or maybe sometime soon. My city, and which one is my city, you might be wondering? Madrid. No, wait a minute, I don't say Madrid, I say Madrid or Madrid. Very castizo. So today I am giving you the ultimate Madrid guide tour just for you, for free. What to do in Madrid in 3 days. Are you ready? Venga, vamos. Okay, so you are going to Madrid. Vas a Madrid. Voy a hacer este episodio con un poquito de Spanglish, ¿vale? Va a haber una mezcla de inglés y español. It's going to be a mixture of English and Spanish. Día número 1. Day number 1. What do you want to do? Imagínate que aterrizas un viernes en Madrid. Nosotros llegamos un viernes por la mañana tempranito. We arrived on a Friday quite early. Where did we head? Callao. El corazón de Madrid. El pleno centro. The city center. La plaza de Callao. Y veníamos con hambre. We were quite hungry. Así que llevé a mis guiris favoritos al edificio de El Corte Inglés. That's where you want to go for a pisco labis. Pisco labis is like an aperitivo. The appetizers, okay? El momento del pisco labis. Y lo tomamos en el gastrobar de El Corte Inglés. Let me show you. Madrid, Madrid, Madrid. Aquí vamos, here we go. We are in Madrid and we are in Plaza Callao. This is our first stop and this is the heart of Madrid pretty much. And we're going up there to El Corte Inglés, the equivalent of our John Lewis. And we're going to a place called Gourmet Experience. And yes, it is a gourmet experience. If you're a foodie, you are going to love it here. They have a vast selection of food and drinks that you can either take away or have there. In my experience, have them there. And my favorite place to go is La Máquina. They specialize in seafood, but they also do common tapas like bocadillo de jamón, ham baguette, tortilla española, which we also went for. But my favorite is ensaladilla rusa, the Russian salad. You just need to order that. It was so good. The Brits loved it. And the best thing about this place, the views. Look at that. You can eat inside or outside. Enjoy! From there, as you can see, you can enjoy wonderful views, and my favorite place to eat there is La Máquina. If you like seafood, go to La Máquina. My personal favorite is La ensaladilla rusa. Russian salad. Russian little salad. The Russian no tiene nada. Que de rusa no tiene nada. Esa ensaladilla es más española que la tortilla ya prácticamente. Ahí vas a ver toda la Gran Vía. Puedes irte de tiendas si quieres, pero yo recomiendo baja por la calle Preciados. También verás muchas tiendas hasta la Puerta del Sol. Go down, walk down Preciados to Puerta del Sol. In Puerta del Sol, unfortunately, when we were visiting and I was doing this amazing tour that I was planning to release, of course, the whole of Madrid was in obras. They were refurbishing the whole city when I was there. It was not the most appropriate time to film, definitely not. But hey, that means that by the time you get there, everything will be finished and absolutely beautiful for you to see. Llegas a la Puerta del Sol. En la Puerta del Sol es donde está el reloj al que mira toda España para comerse las uvas. We eat the grapes looking at that clock, don't we? The 12 grapes of good luck at midnight. I've told you about this many times. That's the famous clock. In there you can see el oso y el madroño. Y también hay algo muy curioso. There's something quite interesting in that plaza, okay, in that Puerta del Sol, which is el kilómetro cero. Again, the whole area was being done. You're going to see it in the video. But you could see the kilómetro cero placa. The plaque of the kilómetro cero, the plaque that signals kilómetro cero, kilometer zero. ¿Qué significa? Que desde ahí salen todas las carreteras de España, empiezan desde ahí, empieza a contar desde ahí. That's where all the roads in Spain start their kilometers from. Si todavía tenéis un poquito de gusa o si os apetece, pasaros por La Mallorquina. Es la pastelería más famosa de Madrid. Está justo ahí, en la Puerta del Sol. En una esquinita, La Mallorquina. Dependiendo de en qué fechas, nosotros encontramos torrijas, the very famous torrijas, French toast equivalent, because it was Easter, porque era Semana Santa. Pero normalmente tienen de todo, está buenísimo. ¡Qué hambre me está entrando otra vez! Getting so hungry again. La Mallorquina. Muy bueno. Incluso si no tienes hambre, puedes llevarte un bollo para luego. You can take something to eat later. Now walk with me to the emblematic Puerta del Sol. Oh, wait for it. There it is. I almost tripped. This is disappointing. Okay, by the time you go to Madrid, I'm sure the treasure will be found and the digging will be long gone. But this is the current situation. That's Kilómetro Cero, Puerta del Sol, El Oso y el Madroño. Do you know what? Let's go to La Mallorquina, the most famous pastry shop in Madrid, and let's see if we fancy anything here. What can you find? Tartas, bollos, más tartas, más bollos, cakes galore, basically. Ooh, torrijas, our famous Easter dessert. It's like French toast. Okay, you're going to start making your way to Plaza Mayor now, but on the way, why don't you stop in a convento? ¿Por qué no parar en un convento de monjas de clausura? There is an enclosed nuns convent, un convento de monjas de clausura en Madrid, donde puedes ir a comprar pastelitos. ¿Qué hacen las monjas? The nuns bake cookies, and you can go and buy the famous cookies. And why is this something worth doing? It's quite an interesting experience because you have to get them through kind of a secret door that turns around and you can't see the nun. It all goes through un torno. Tienes un torno y lo vas girando. It's quite cool. You feel like you're in a James Bond movie. A ver, eso de lo de James Bond quizás es un poco exageración, pero bueno, se llama Convento de Clausura Carmelitas Descalzas. Pero, cuidado, tienes que llegar antes de las 3. Tienen unos horarios, así que fíjate. Nosotros no llegamos. Ya os lo digo, por eso no hay vídeo. A ver si puedo hacer un vídeo este verano cuando vaya. Y llegamos a la Plaza Mayor. ¡Ay, me encanta esta plaza! ¿Y qué es lo más tradicional de la Plaza Mayor? El bocata de calamares de toda la vida, ¿ok? You need to go and get a calamari baguette from Plaza Mayor. ¡Qué ricos, por favor! And I strongly recommend you go to this place, La Campana. Have a look. Postureo alert coming right up. I don't know how I wasn't embarrassed to do these things. Anyway, this is the Plaza Mayor. I absolutely love it here. If you come at Christmas, they do the Christmas market here. In the summer, it's empty because it's boiling. Well, you can go to Bar La Ideal or you can go to La Campana. Okay, here it is, bocadillo de calamares. I didn't even want a whole one for myself because it's huge. Have a little look at this. It's gigantic and the price is incredible. I think it's $3.50 the bocadillo. They are so cheap and huge, so we did share one between two. Compartimos uno entre dos porque es que son enormes, enormes, súper bien de precio, vamos, una locura. Siempre hay cola, truquito. Si no quieres esperar la cola, cógelo para llevar. We didn't wait any queue because we just took it to go. So yeah, you don't have to wait that huge queue. You can just take it and leave. Hay dos tiendas. There are two shops over there, La Campana and another one where I also did a video. La Campana is the most famous one. It's the equivalent of our fish and chips. Es nuestro equivalente del fish and chips. Ahora, sal de la Plaza Mayor y vete al mercado de San Miguel. Vamos, eso es un espectáculo de la gastronomía, el mercado de San Miguel. Del bolsillo no tanto, porque es caro. Es caro, es un mercado para turistas, pero merece la pena. Es como el de la Boquería en Barcelona. Merece mucho la pena ir y a todos los amigos a los que he llevado allí, todos mis guiris, les ha encantado. Puedes ir de puesto a puesto, comprar diferentes tapas y comerlas ahí. Y el vermú. I strongly recommend try the vermú. Typical Madrileño drink. You will see it over there on the draft. fantástico. You might want to check out Plaza de la Villa on your way out from Mercado de San Miguel. It's just on the left and it's one of the most beautiful plazas in Madrid. I really like it. I think it's a very peaceful place. Es un lugar tan tranquilito. Yo cuando vivía en Madrid había veces que me compraba un bocata de calamares y luego me iba ahí a sentar a la Plaza de la Villa. Mola mucho, está muy bien. It's Friday, hora del aperitivo o del vermú, aperitif time, and look at this is as crowded as this gets. The food in this place is out of this world, so if you're a foodie, this is the place to be. There's so many stalls to choose from. However, it is a bit of a tourist trap in the city centre, so prices are going to reflect that. Must tries over here, el vermú, muy madrileño, very Madrilean, with a few of those anchovies, olives that you can see encurtidos. Oh my god, I love them. As you can see from these images, in the summer and at night is a lot quieter, so choose your times right. Y de postres, si te queda hueco, que a nosotros casi no nos quedaba, fuimos a San Ginés. Hombre, if you're looking to try some churros for dessert, go to San Ginés. San Ginés is the quintessential place to go for churros in Madrid. But not only churros, also porras. Let me show you. And now, in case you're still hungry, on to dessert. Al postre a San Ginés. This is the most famous chocolateria churreria in Madrid. This is where you come for churros and porras, which most people don't know about porras. There is always a queue. You need to queue, and then they will tell you where to sit. Do not skip the line or you'll be in trouble. We ordered dos de churros, una de porras, and un chocolate caliente. We are in San Ginés, the most famous chocolateria churreria of Madrid, and I'm showing the guiris not only the churros but the porras. Look at the plate. We've got churros and porras. Churros are these, a churro, nice and thin. You have all tried churros before, but have you tried the porra? I strongly recommend you take a break, whether you go and lay, and sunbathe in a park or whatever, or you go back to your hotel, you are going to need a break. Vas a necesitar una siesta antes de la fiesta, porque es intenso. Tómate un descanso y relájate. Sal de nuevo y vete a ver el atardecer. ¿Dónde? Al templo de Devot. Es un lugar que tiene muchísima magia. A mí me gusta mucho este sitio, creo que tiene mucha magia. Tienes la escultura del templo. It's an Egyptian temple that was gifted to Madrid quite a few years ago, and it's been there for quite a while. It's beautiful. You can actually visit it if you arrive within the hours of visiting. Se puede visitar. Pero a lo mejor la atmósfera que hay, el ambiente que decimos en Madrid, the atmosphere is fantastic. Everybody, so many people go there to watch the sunset. Muchísima gente va ahí a ver el atardecer. Hay muy buen ambiente, a mí me gusta mucho. Está en un parque y hay cantantes, hay gente que está cantando. Está muy chulo. I strongly recommend it. Y después de eso fuimos caminando a la Plaza de Oriente. La Plaza de Oriente es mágica, o sea, qué preciosidad de plaza, no os lo puedo explicar. La Plaza de Oriente es... ¡ay! ¡Qué bonita! La Plaza de Oriente son los jardines donde está el palacio, ¿ok? They're not the official garden palace, but yeah, it's around there. It's the plaza by the Royal Palace in Madrid, and it's surrounded by restaurants. In the summer, there's people laying on the grass there, there's singers, there's people walking the dogs. It's amazing. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful plaza. You have the opera right next to it. Es un rincón para perderse unas cuantas horas. Y ahí cenamos en un sitio. We had dinner in that plaza. Called La Lonja, ¿ok? Cenamos en un sitio llamado La Lonja. Y os doy mi truco, porque yo pensaba, la Lonja es una taberna, es para los amantes del marisco, típica taberna andaluza, yo digo, typical Spanish, les va a gustar. Y la comida muy, 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 muy buena. Yo pensé que yo había reservado en la taberna. La taberna tiene 3 espacios. Uno dentro, otro fuera, que el de fuera es precioso, si no hace frío, os recomiendo fuera, se está fenomenal, en los jardines, mirando el palacio de noche, ¡buah! Es una pasada, es súper romántico. Pero yo sin saberlo, reservé en la zona posh, en la zona super pija, que es un restaurante que está en la planta de arriba, entras por el otro lado, en la planta de arriba, y bueno. Eso es el siguiente nivel. Next level. If you want to impress, that's the place where you want to be. It's amazing. The seafood, qué delicioso. Estaba buenísimo, buenísimo. Y las vistas, una pasada. Una pasada. And now to the palace. Al Palacio, Plaza de Oriente, one of my favorite places in Madrid. Paseíto para arriba, paseíto para abajo. And now to Plaza de la Armería.
Oh, God, it's horrible, isn't it?
Introducing my husband.
It's horrible.
Yeah, you guessed it. He absolutely hates filming in public. But look at this place. Okay, now back to the plaza to have some dinner. I thought I had booked over there in that terrace with these views. However, I booked the restaurant, not the taberna. And turns out the restaurant is at these stairs. And wait for it. Best views of the palace ever.
Well, I don't know.
Sábado. Empezamos el día con un pincho de tortilla. You haven't had a tortilla yet, you are in Spain. My goodness me, go and have a tortilla for breakfast. Spanish traditional omelette. Tienes que tomarla con cebolla. Sí, señor, yo soy cebollista, siempre. Muchísimos sitios la hacen fenomenal. Si estás por el centro, yo te recomiendo un sitio que se llama La Primera. Y desde ahí puedes irte a la Plaza Cibeles, donde el Real Madrid celebra sus victorias. Real Madrid celebrates the victories there in Plaza Cibeles. And from there you can cross and go to the beautiful building of the Ayuntamiento. Vete al edificio del Ayuntamiento, sube las escaleritas y disfruta las vistas mientras que te tomas un café o lo que tú quieras. Está fenomenal. You can enjoy the view of the city center of Cibeles and surroundings from the building of the Ayuntamiento. Es precioso y para tomarse un café está muy bien. Desde ahí fuimos caminando a la Puerta de Alcalá. Mírala, mírala. Tengo que dejar de cantar en los vídeos, Dios mío. Ok, la Puerta de Alcalá, uno de los monumentos más representativos de Madrid. One of the most representative monuments of Madrid. La Puerta de Alcalá. Again, when I was there, it was all covered up. We couldn't see it properly, but hopefully when you go there, it's all beautiful and shiny. And from there, we went to Parque del Retiro. ¡Qué parque más bonito! Parque del Retiro es una joyita. Para los que vivimos en Madrid, es el pulmón de Madrid. Okay? You can breathe fresh air over there and walk for hours, really, because it is huge. Es enorme. Dirígete al estanque. Go to the lake. Vete al estanque grande, al Palacio de Cristal y al Palacio de Velázquez. Te lo recomiendo. Importante, nosotros alquilamos unos segways. Bueno, los chicos alquilaron unos segways. The boys, my husband and our neighbor, they rented segways because they really wanted to try them out. I've been on a segway before and I've been dragged across the streets of Seville before. Not proud of that moment, okay? Así que preferí no arriesgarme esta vez a tener mis rodillas magulladas y decidí ir a pie con mi amiga, y los chicos fueron en segways. Les encantó la experiencia de ir en segway por el Retiro, así que os lo recomiendo. I recommend it if you're a bit more skilled than me. It's good fun. It is good fun. Off you go. Luego, después de tanto caminar y tanto segway, nos volvió a entrar hambre, te lo creas o no. Necesitábamos un refresco. We needed a bit of a refreshment. After all of that walking, we headed to Florida Park. para un pisco labis, para un aperitivo. Ese bar está abierto a todas horas, puedes ir de día a cenar, de noche de fiesta, lo transforman y es una pasada y la atmósfera es fenomenal, es fantástica. En Madrid es que cualquier día, a cualquier hora, hay gente en todas partes. Es una ciudad que ya sé que no es Madrid la que nunca duerme, pero Madrid tampoco duerme, ¿eh? Como Nueva York, Madrid tampoco duerme. Así que tomamos algo ahí en el Florida Park y desde ahí nos fuimos a tomar una buena paella. Notice, I've said paella, not paella, not paella, paella. Y no, esta no llevaba chorizo, porque las paellas nunca llevan chorizo. Ay, qué guerra tengo. Yes, as you know, I get really wound up when people put chorizo in a paella. I take it very personal, even though I'm not Valencian. Paellas are traditional from Valencia. That's the best place to have a paella in Spain. However, this restaurant is as good as it gets in Madrid. It's one of the best ones for paellas and rice dishes in general. There we headed. Terraza de Peñalver. Es una arrocería. Y nosotros fuimos ahí. ¿Qué pedimos? Arroz a banda. If you're one of those that love the seafood but you don't like to get messy, order arroz a banda, ¿vale? Porque viene todo pelado. Everything is already peeled for you y ya está. Sometimes I've had there as well arroz negro. It's really good. Arroz con bogavante. Todos los arroces están deliciosos. Y la gente no pueden ser más majos. They can't be any more friendly, nicer. Nos íbamos y nos decían, pero quedaos, tomaos un chupito, que invita a la casa. Súper amables y la comida desde entrantes hasta postres estaba buenísima. The food was top, absolutely brilliant. Y el trato se agradece mucho, fenomenal, son unos profesionales. By the way, nobody's paying me to do this video, well, hopefully YouTube, but this is not an ad, okay? All of these are places that I wholeheartedly recommend. Todos estos son sitios que yo conozco, que me encantan, que he hecho mi research, que voy muy a menudo y que espero que los disfrutéis tanto como yo. Después de tanta comida, tanto caminar, necesitábamos una siesta. A siesta was needed. We headed back to our hotel, in my case to my place, and then we met up again. Where did we go? Fuencarral. Fuencarral has a complete different atmosphere. Fuencarral is very trendy. Fuencarral es donde están toda la gente guay. En Fuencarral y toda esa zona. Dimos una vuelta por Fuencarral, por Chueca, vimos el mercado de San Ildefonso. Again, another gastro market that you need to try. Mercado San Ildefonso, if you have time. Really recommend it. It's really cool and good food as well. And it's not as expensive as San Miguel's market. Y si tienes tiempo, te recomiendo la terraza del Hotel Oscar o cualquiera de por allí para ver la puesta de sol. I recommend you the Hotel Oscar rooftop terrace. There's loads of rooftops over there. Take your pick. Elige. Esto os va a parecer raro, pero cada vez que voy a Madrid tengo que comer en mexicanos. O sea, la de mexicanos que hay por Madrid. There's so many Mexican restaurants around Madrid and they are amazing. They're so good. I'm obsessed with Mexican food, so I'm a bit of a sibarita. Me considero experta en comida mexicana. Y mis padres les encantan también, entonces vamos siempre que sale uno nuevo lo fichamos y vamos a probar. Esta vez elegimos el Santita porque estaba por la zona. We had dinner at this Mexican restaurant called Santita. It's amazing, their food is amazing, their cheesecake is to die for. I still dream of that cheesecake, honestly. La mejor cheesecake de mi vida. Así que os lo recomiendo. I'm going to leave you with other recommendations for Mexican restaurants if you are into that. Now, if you're in the mood for a fiesta, head to any of the rooftop terraces if it's the season. Because obviously in the winter it does get quite cold in Madrid, so it's not rooftop terrace season. You can go party anywhere else around the city center. You won't struggle to find the party. Pero si es verano, vete a la terraza, disfruta de unos cócteles en una terracita. De las mejores son el Círculo de Bellas Artes, that's one of my favorite ones. El NH Colección de Gran Vía, el Picalagartos, está muy de moda, it's very trendy right now. I'll leave you the list over here. Y llegamos al domingo. Qué largo se está haciendo el vídeo, lo siento Alberto, a ver si me acelero. Ok, llegamos al Florida. How do you know if a bar or a restaurant is good in Spain? Order the bravas. If they're good, everything else is good to go. Look at these bravas! So the Brits are winding me up, telling me that they're going to put these in the paella. There'll be trouble if those go in the paella. No chorizo or chistorra to be found in a paella. Paella del señoret. Palacio Real, and I've visited many times, but I love going back there. Me encanta ir a visitar el Palacio Real, soy muy fan. Saqué entradas con antelación, importante. You need to book in advance, because if you don't, you're going to be facing a very long queue, my friend. La cola era horrorosa. También era Domingo de Ramos. It was Palm Sunday, so it is understandable that there were a lot more people visiting. Había muchísimos turistas en Madrid ese día. Pero coge las entradas con antelación, te cobran lo mismo, son baratas en general, son bastante asequibles. Y nosotros cogimos la audio guía. We hired the audio guide visit, which we thought it was fab because you can move around at your own pace and just listen to everything, you know, very similar way as a guide tour would be talking to you, but the guide tours are a bit longer sometimes, so you can go at your own pace. I quite like it. Y luego yo tenía pensado ir al Anciano Rey de los Vinos, un bar muy típico de Madrid, de tapeo, pero estaba, como decimos en Madrid, petao. It was so full, so full of people. No cabía ni un alma, vamos, no había ni una sola silla, nada. Así que ahí no pudimos, no hubo tu tía, no pudimos comer ahí. Terminamos sentándonos en un bar donde me cagó una paloma, ya os lo digo, me cagó una paloma en el pelo, pero bueno, eso da buena suerte, ¿no? O eso dicen. Yeah, I got pooped on by a pigeon or a bird in some other bar. Now I understand why that table was available. Seguimos hacia La Latina. La Latina también es un sitio buenísimo para ir a comer o ir de tapas. ¿Y dónde terminamos? We had lunch in a restaurant called Restaurante Botín, que tiene el Guinness de los récords por ser el restaurante más viejo del mundo, más antiguo del mundo. Me diréis, no, en mi pueblo hay uno que es más antiguo. Bueno, pues no sé, este tiene el Guinness de los récords, ¿vale? Eso es lo que puedo decir. Y comimos fenomenal, comimos cochinillo, suckling pig, cordero asado, roasted lamb leg. ¡Ay! Estaba para chuparse los dedos, de rechupete, buenísimo. ¿Que no queréis comer eso? I also recommend, we had that because I thought it might be a bit too much to take them to a cocido place, but I would have loved to take them to La Bola. La Bola is one of those quintessential restaurants as well. It's a classic around Madrid, so many celebrities go there, muchísimos famosos van allí. Si no habéis estado nunca, si no habéis experimentado un cocido madrileño, os lo recomiendo porque está delicioso. Eso sí, hacer hueco y luego una siesta, planear una siesta porque te deja cao. You need some time after your cocido. Cocido is a stew from Madrid, if you've never heard of it. It's got meat of all sorts, chorizo, chickpeas, potatoes, and the way they serve it, the way it's a whole process. It's a technique. It's just a really nice activity to do. I love it, okay? So if you can, go to La Bola. Por la tarde, you've had a siesta, you've had a bit of a break from all the food. Has comido, te has echado la siesta o te has tomado un descanso. Vale. Por la tarde te recomiendo, si te gusta el arte, vete al Museo del Prado. Go to the Prado Museum and book a visit in advance. Y resérvalo con antelación. Tienes que reservar con antelación. You do need to book a visit in advance. Prado Museum, Velázquez, Las Meninas, and much more. es impresionante. El Prado merece la pena. It is worth a visit. Well worth a visit. Y luego, I'll tell you something else that's well worth a visit. La terraza del Hotel Riu. The rooftop of Hotel Riu. The previous ones I told you, they were fine, but the Riu one is like, literally top because it's the highest one in the whole of Madrid, and it's got 365 degrees views. I hope I've said that right. Vistas de 365 grados de la ciudad. Te puedes dar la vuelta y ver todo. Don't go there if it's a windy day. No vayas si hace viento porque te congelas. Pero nosotros estuvimos súper a gusto. Truquito, si vas antes de las 6 de la tarde, if you go there, you will have to wait a queue for about 30 minutes or so, 20 minutes maybe, and then go in. So we got there at 5:15 and we were in within, I think, 20 minutes. And if you enter before 6 p.m, that means that you only have to pay 10 euros for your entrance. That does not include a drink. Just 10 euros for entering the rooftop. Antes de las 6 son 10 euros sin consumición. Después de las 6 son 25 euros, 25 euros, con una consumición, with one drink. I don't think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Yo creo que merece la pena llegar antes de las 6. Puedes ver el atardecer, tienes la mesa todo el tiempo que quieras. You can enjoy there, take your time, have some drinks, take it all in, disfrutar de las vistas y del ambiente, que hay súper buen ambiente. Para cenar, for dinner, go for tapas to the Latina. Eso es una experiencia. Los domingos de tardeo en la Latina en Madrid son un clásico. People go there, have a wine here, have a wine there. Vale, pues vete de tapas a la Latina, te lo recomiendo. Es una experiencia de lo más castiza. ¿A qué sitios puedes ir? Aquí os dejo un montón. We sat down on a chair that was under a tree, and the waiter did say, be careful with the birds. And I told people in the group, I bet it's going to be my luck. Me han cagado. I got pooped on. Well, I hope it brings good luck. Da buena suerte. Today we are eating in the oldest restaurant in the world. Sobrino de Botín, come with us. This restaurant goes back to 1725 and is, according to the Guinness World Records, the oldest restaurant in the world. I know. And it is absolutely packed on Sunday afternoon lunch. And that's the star of the show, Suckling Pig. We have ordered cordero, lamb. That's for me. And cochinillo, which is one of the specialties over here. Suckling pig, cochinillo. Let's see how it is. It melts in your mouth. It literally melts. Se derrite en la boca. Y de postre, and for dessert, the cheesecake was unbelievable. Okay, so if the bill is 136, how much are you leaving as a tip then?
I can't do less than 12, so it's got to be, I would say 150, depending on what's there.
So how much is that in tip? Bearing in mind we're in Spain?
13 euros 20.
They've never seen so much tip in their lives.
What is the matter with you?
That is mental for Spain.
Pay €3 though.
No, fair enough,
It's
fair
either
enough, fair
nothing
enough.
or
Okay, no, that's fair enough. Very generous, the Brits. Brits are absolutely horrified at the fact that we're not used to living tips in Spain and they're living outrageous tips over here. And yeah, fine with that. I'm sure the camarero is going to be very happy.
Unbelievable.
So this is where we're going.
Venga, vamos para allá, hay que ver.
Estar 4 días en Madrid, como nosotros que estuvimos el lunes también. We were there as well on the Monday until after lunch. Os recomiendo que probéis un menú del día, the menu of the day. Menú del día is, you know, a set menu that they do in Spain. It's affordable and it is made with fresh produce of the day. So it is brilliant. You can choose from starter, main and dessert. Si eres de España, ya sabes a lo que me refiero. El menú del día de toda la vida. It includes a drink, it includes bread, and it's between, I don't know, I want to say 10 euros. They range from 10 euros to 30 euros if you go to super posh restaurants per person, which still, if you compare it to England prices, bearing in mind it's a 3-course meal, it's still pretty cheap. But yeah, normally I pay about, I don't know, 12, 14 euros, depending on the place. I know they've gone up. Sé que han subido, pero bueno. Mi favorito es Casa Dani, donde me encanta la tortilla de Casa Dani. Tortilla over there is, oh, superb quality, is amazing. They won Best Tortilla Award. I can't remember the year, but yeah, they did have it. Está espectacular. Y su menú del día no deja indiferente a nadie, está buenísimo. Y un sitio que no habrás visitado, porque no lo he puesto en la guía, que nos ha faltado por visitar, es la casa de campo, la zona del río, del lago. Entonces, si quieres visitar eso antes de irte, if you want to visit Casa Campo, the other natural park, and the lake and the river area, you could go for a menu of the day at Matadero. There are loads of places around there. You could head to Madrid Río. There's actually a restaurant with a beautiful terrace overlooking the river over there as well. They do very good menus of the day. Or you could even head to the lake area, a la zona del lago, que también tienen varios restaurantes que están muy bien. Se han subido un poco a la parra últimamente de precio, pero están bastante bien. What didn't we do in this tour but that is also worth doing? Visit the Bernabéu, el estadio del Bernabéu, o el del Atlético, si eres del Atlético, no me meto. No me meto. Go shopping around Serrano and enjoy the terrazas in Jorge Juan. So those would be some of the things that we didn't get to do, porque no nos daba la vida. Pero vamos, que también merecen mucho la pena. Y os dejo aquí otras recomendaciones de restaurantes que a lo mejor os apetece ir. Y nada, chicos, ese es mi tour de 3 días por Madrid. Espero que disfrutéis mi ciudad tanto como yo. Madrid, Madrid, Madrid. Cuando vengas a Madrid, chulapa mía. If you like this video, if you enjoy knowing about my Spanglish life, and you want some more tips about traveling to Spain or to England, venga, sígueme y nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo. ¡Adiós!